Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about why does God make us suffer? I keep seeing that topic come up in some of the things that I've seen lately. I saw it in a devotional the other day and in a Christian newsletter. Apparently, a lot of people are asking that question, and I do kind of understand sometimes, um, the really extreme situations. I've had questions like that myself, um, if God loves us and He forms us in His womb, and there's so many Bible verses about how God loves us. If He loves us so much, you know, why does He take away, for example, people that we love and depend on? If somebody you love, like your spouse, dies, or something really tragic happens to you, um like divorce. That was probably one where I didn't understand, because I remember when my parents got divorced. I remember thinking that, wondering why would God do this, because it literally looked like the worst path that my life could possibly take. It literally put me in the position to, I felt like I was being put in the position to turn to Satan. Honestly, I felt that. Um, I grew up with um, my mother and my father till I was 8 years old. My mother was very abusive. She was cold and she was angry and she didn't show love whatsoever. She would not touch you. She would not hug you. She would not be in the same room with you if she had the option. And she was more like a roommate than a mother for me. And my father was not not that way at all. He was very loving. No, he may have been on the other extreme of um, what I call enabling, doing things that um, to make us feel like things were better than they were. But we felt his love. Me and my sister felt his love. It was just he was so wonderful to be around. He had such a great spirit, and he was so loving. And when my parents got divorced, um, I knew that, like, my dad not being a part of my life would really send me down a very bad path. And it did. It really turned things upside down for me. Because I was with a parent that, like, I felt no love from, and it was just really hard on me. So um, I just I don't know why it happened in the moment. Like I said, I was having those questions. Why would God do something to me that would literally, like, destroy my life, is what it seemed like. And for a long time it did. I went down some bad paths. I did drugs, really got addicted in a lot of ways, and I remember spiraling further and further and down, and really feeling like I could not escape. Um, Hell is what it felt like. I was just tumbling farther and farther, and there were just a lot of things going on in my life that made me feel that way, because when you don't feel loved by your parent, it just sends you it sent you into places. Like, I got depression, I got depressed, I was not doing well in school. I had a lot of problems after the divorce, but um I don't really have like a 100% answer about, like, why God did that specifically, except you know I I mean, I know it might sound bad, but God tends to look at the bigger picture. Sometimes we do need to go down difficult paths to learn how to come out of the path, to come out of the valley, if you will. like the journey, the journey from your low points can actually be really helpful. Um, Now I can't say like I'll still say like, I don't know why it had to be the way that it did in my life, Why did I have to suffer the way that I did? But I often wonder if I would be able to be who I am today without the suffering. I don't think that I would be the same person because I don't know if you've ever like looked at people who have not had, it's probably not the best way to say it, but they haven't suffered enough. Maybe an example is like if you've ever seen a child where their parent just gave them everything, they never wanted for anything, and they just always had what they wanted and got what they wanted, the best things or whatever. Um, they're they're not actually the best people. I hate to say it like that, but they tend to be kind of difficult to be around, and they can kind of be like um, trying to say it not too bad, like sometimes whiny, sometimes angry, um, sometimes like they're always wanting more, things like that, of a person that has always gotten everything they wanted in life. So I always try to look at God that way. And again, it's not God causing the suffering. He is allowing it. But there are always like multiple parts to what we go through. You know, I don't think God really wanted me to suffer through a divorce. I don't think he wanted that. I think he knew how to work it out, and get me to a better place after the divorce. It took a long time, but like he knew how to fix the situation. But my he could not control my parents. My parents made the choice to get a divorce. They were ignorant in a lot of ways about how to handle like drugs and physical abuse, anger, things like that. They didn't know how to handle it. So he God could not make them not get a divorce. They made that choice themselves. So there's always three aspects to every situation you look at. There's the God aspect, there's a Satan aspect, and there's the human aspect. Um, I can't tell you how much each thing has persuasion, but I can tell you that God may allow something bad, Satan may cause it, um, and then we as humans may make the choice to go the wrong way with it. Um, but it's complicated. I kind of look at it that way, like you know, Satan has. Well, I'll just say it like this: my my mother came from um, a generation, a family line of divorce, um, like not not staying married, not being married, kind of uh, being a woman, living by yourself. That was several generations. Um, so she had ideas of divorce probably early on in the marriage. I mean, her and my father had had affairs. I mean, it just was kind of a mess of a marriage to begin with. So I kind of call that Satan, like her ideas to have divorce. You know, that's Satan's influence. And then I'm sure she's aware that she doesn't have to get a divorce, but she still makes a choice. She makes a choice to go um, towards the things that she grew up knowing, like I said, divorce and things like that. So, um, I mean, we all have options to go towards Satan or God. That's just how it is. But we may not know each option in the moment, but we still make a choice at the end of the day. And you'll probably know more when you look back. You'll sit there and say, "Oh, well, I do see how I made the wrong choice there." But, you're in the moment. You only know what you know. So, that's kind of how I look at their situation. Maybe they learned some things after they got divorced, and they can look back and say, maybe it wasn't the best decision, but, you know, um, some things got better after they got divorced. My dad got off drugs. My mother married somebody who she felt was financially stable, and I think she felt like her life was better after that. But, um, you know, like life goes on and things can change. Um, and God still has influence to get things to a better place, even if you go through hard things like that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.